We keep few objects within arm's reach while we sleep. The modern smartphone is an exception, serving as a physical extension of our personal space. Over time, we develop a deep psychological reliance on these devices, curate them to act as private, highly controlled sanctuaries where we store our conversations, finances, and memories. Fortify those sanctuaries with complex passwords, locked screens, and biometric scans, creating a powerful illusion of complete security. As we integrate these screens so deeply into our physical safe space, a digital intrusion registers as a physical trespass. Picture the exact scenario. It is the dead of night, the room's lights are off, and without warning, the screen illuminates. The notification sits on the lock screen. There is no name attached, no profile picture. It displays only 2 words, unknown user. Immediately, your heart rate spikes. A rush of adrenaline hits your system, and the carefully constructed illusion of total control shatters. A handful of silent pixels arriving on a secure device bypass our rationality to trigger such visceral dread, because this specific scenario weaponizes our physical environment and our oldest evolutionary instincts to override our logical defenses. The human brain is physiologically compromised by fatigue. Your cognitive defenses are low. Prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for applying logic and dismissing irrational thoughts, is operating at a fraction of its normal capacity. This split brain diagram shows exactly what happens under these conditions. You can see the daytime rational activity of the prefrontal cortex on the left compared to the heightened nighttime activity of the amygdala, the fear center, on the right. Standpoint, darkness physically primes the brain to view ambiguity as a predatory threat. And without the normal hum of daytime environmental noise to provide context, your sensory input channels shrink. The internal threat detection system dominates your awareness. Under these biological conditions, the brain interprets an unexpected notification as a deliberate ambush. Our social wiring relies heavily on reading facial cues, listening to vocalizing past behavior to accurately assess someone's intent. Total strips all of those essential evolutionary cues away. Creates what psychologists call a cognitive vacuum, a void of data regarding the sender's identity or intent. For context, the mind automatically fills that vacuum with worst-case scenarios, easily projecting the image of a stalker or a malicious actor hiding on the other side of the screen. The terror stems from the terrifyingly blank canvas of the invisible sender, rather than the text of the message itself. Phantom messages bypass our security features and reach our heavily guarded devices in the first place. The answer lies in automated botnets, massive networks of hijacked computers operating in the dark, number spoofing, which falsifies the origin data of a message. Looking at this flowchart of network architecture, you can see the vulnerability in action. A data packet bypasses the closed identity verification gateway, traveling directly through an open connectivity channel. This happens because our foundational internet protocols were historically built to prioritize seamless, instantaneous communication over strict identity checks. Because this structural loophole exists, automated systems scale the process instantly. A single command sends identical packets flooding into a massive grid of thousands of targeted devices at once. Ghost in the machine is a byproduct of our network's foundational rules, an inevitable side effect of a system built for speed over security. In many ways, the midnight message from an unknown user is the modern equivalent of an ancient campfire ghost story. It sits there in the dark, acting as a stark reminder of how little control we actually have over the vast digital networks we depend upon. As everyday users, we cannot dive into the code and entirely close those architectural loopholes. But we don't have to control the technology to reclaim our psychological boundaries. An anonymous message only holds the power our attention grants it. We cannot stop the digital ghosts from knocking at our screens, but we can lock the door, turn off the device, and